Hi everyone, Bryan here. I, like so many other tragic artists, hate most of the work that I do. I don't always feel like I give it my all, and I can't always find motivation during the day to work on a video and to get better at making videos. I usually find when I get home from work, I am so tired, my brain is mush, and I just can't seem to get anything started. This has led to a somewhat sporadic posting schedule and a pretty pathetic subscriber count. Gotta start somewhere. Frankly, I'm pretty sick of this, and a few weeks ago I came across this video, which I highly recommend that you watch. It only changed my life, but for the sake of time, I'll summarize. You see, humans have a finite amount of willpower that they use up throughout the day. What that means is, the later it gets in the day, the less likely that I'm actually going to sit down and have the will to complete a project, or even start a project. And I'm sure you're the exception. You're a night owl and none of that applies to you. Good for you. I'm not. I get sleepy around 2 p.m. and it doesn't get much better after that. So I decided to do something drastic. I decided to wake up at 5 a.m. and work from 5 to 8 every day for 3 hours with a half-hour break for breakfast and a small workout so that I can focus on my YouTube videos every single day. That's 12 and a half hours per week that I've decided to dedicate to making videos and sticking to a posting schedule by posting every Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. But I also wanted to eliminate and automate as many things as I could in the mornings so that I would have no excuse to just sit down and get to work. So I went to Target and I bought 5 black t-shirts. I laid my clothes out at night so that in the morning I didn't have to decide or think about what I was gonna wear. It was already done for me. And I took half the day Sunday to go shopping and to prep my meals so that I didn't have to decide what I was gonna eat throughout the week. I also bought a water bottle so that I can keep track of how much water I'm drinking to make sure that I stay hydrated. I wrote out a schedule and I vowed to stick to it every single day. An hour before bed, I would journal for 30 minutes and then read for 30 minutes so that I could shut my brain off so that I could actually get to bed early so that 5 a.m. could be possible. I also reorganized my workspace so that it was free of distractions, and I made sure to put my phone away while I was working. Now, I was fully prepared to talk to you guys about how hard this last week was and all the resistance I had to it. But the truth is, I was craving something like this. I welcomed it. When 5 a.m. came around, it was exciting for me. Because the truth is, I spent most of my time in school not feeling like I fully applied myself. And that has bled over into other areas in my life as well. When you spend 8 hours a day not fully applying yourself to something, it can kind of trickle into the rest of your life. So for the first time in a long time, I could honestly say I was giving something my all. And that felt so good. I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything by not watching more Netflix and not staying up late. In fact, I felt like I was missing out on not achieving my goals if I were to do those types of things. And I think the key to that was me actually finding something that was important and interesting enough for me to be able to easily give up things that just weren't going to serve me long term. And while I'm not as good as I want to be at making videos yet, I know that if I stick to this discipline, that will change. I've also had more new and creative ideas since I've started this than I've had in the past year. And that's not to say that my life has just gotten immediately better because I've been waking up at 5 a.m. That's not it at all. And that's not to say that I've been doing everything perfect either. And I fully realize that sustaining something like this long term has its own sets of challenges that I'm going to have to overcome. But I've reprioritized my life so that my time reflects what is most important to me. And I'm beginning to understand the saying, discipline equals freedom. Weekends and nights feel like they're my own. I don't have this nagging voice in the back of my head that's telling me that you should be working and that you're not doing enough, and I'm able to just enjoy being in the moment when I'm not working because I know that I've set time aside to work. I think the most important thing that I've gotten out of this 5 a.m. experiment is that I have a blueprint now. I have a baseline. If I ever feel unmotivated again, if I ever feel unproductive and I'm not doing this, I have this to come back to ground myself with productivity. And I'm for sure not going to just wear black t-shirts forever, but if I'm ever feeling a little unmotivated, maybe I'll bust them out again. Now, I know that I am extremely lucky and privileged to be able to even just have this space, to not have annoying roommates or people in my life that are holding me back or resistant to me trying to better myself. But that hasn't always been the case. My life the last 5 or 6 years has consisted of me pulling myself out of those situations so that I can get to a place where I'm at now. And now that I'm finally here, I'm not going to waste it. I'll see you guys next Wednesday.